Hi everyone, so it is the night before my LASIK surgery and I thought I would vlog a little bit for you guys and let you know the steps I've taken so far, what I thought about the process, and then get you like an after tomorrow. So just to give you some background, I have worn contacts, glasses since I was in 8th grade and I'm 30 years old now, so it's been a while, and my vision's pretty bad. I have -5 in one eye and -4 in the other. And I also have pretty bad astigmatism. So for a long time I didn't even know if I would be eligible to get a LASIK done. But this year, since I was 30, I was like, you know what? It's the year, we're getting Botox, we're getting LASIK, we're gonna make it happen. I set up a consultation, and I did mine through the LASIK Vision Institute, which I know they have a lot of locations all around the US. Yeah, so I just called, and you literally get set up through like a call center, and you don't even talk to the regular office, and they set you up your appointment and explain how it's gonna go. And the most important thing is that I couldn't wear my contacts for 2 weeks before the appointment, because I guess it can change the shape of your eyeball and make the test not as accurate. So that was the first step, is just making my appointment, not wearing my glasses, or I'm sorry, not wearing my contacts, and going in the day of. They tell you it's gonna take 2 hours, and it actually took pretty much exactly 2 hours. My appointment was at 8 and I got out like a little bit before 10. And basically it's just a pretty intensive eye exam, like just what you would get if you were going to a regular eye doctor. Just a couple more tests that I hadn't done before, like this one that was like all these like lights flashing in my eye with like rings. And I guess that's to like just give them a better picture of your eye. It's like a little bit more exact than some of the more basic eye exams, but you do the basic ones too, like the one where you look at like the little house in the distance, you do the chart, you know, literally just like your basic eye exam. The one thing that I thought was different is they gave numbing drops, because instead of doing that air puff thing, they do something that actually like presses on your eye, but your eyes are numb so you can't feel it. And I'd say the only thing that like even hurts a little bit in the whole process is some of the drops they give you like sting like a tiny bit, but other than that, nothing painful, nothing scary. Other part of it is just talking to the person who deals with like the billing and how much he gives you a quote of how much it's going to cost. I told him that I wanted to buy mine through Groupon because it was a better deal than what he was quoting me, and he said that was totally fine, that I could just buy it through Groupon and then send him the voucher. And the Groupon was, I'll put the exact numbers below, but it was about $1,800 and then an additional $600 for this treatment called FEMTO. It means it's like an all laser treatment, and then Contoura, I guess, was part of the LASIK I was getting. So that was an extra $600 on top of the Groupon. But they originally quoted me at like $4,000, and when all is said and done, it ends up being about $2,400, which, considering how much I pay for glasses and contacts and all of that, I don't think that was that bad. So then at the appointment, you actually schedule when you want to come in for your surgery. And it's a very in and out thing, but they advise, you know, having someone there to pick you up, but you can also just get an Uber home, because I asked, I was like, oh, is it fine like if I just have, you know, have an Uber? And he's like, yeah, that's totally fine. So I made mine for 3 weeks, I think, after my consultation. Literally there was like an appointment for surgery 2 days after my consultation, and I think I could have done it that soon, but I ended up doing it 3 weeks out. So I just had to continue wearing my glasses. And the week of, I filled my prescriptions for 2 types of drops that they wanted me to get. With my insurance, these cost around $50. I don't know how much they would be without insurance, and my insurance does not cover any part of my actual LASIK surgery. I also picked up these lubricant eye drops from Walgreens, because apparently you have to use these like every 30 minutes after the surgery for, I think, a month. So it's like a ton of drops. I'm probably gonna need, I bought 2 boxes of those, but I'm probably gonna need more. And so far for the drops, I've only had to use one called oxafloxacin, something like that. It's an antibiotic, which I've actually used before when I scratched my eyeball. So I have to use that 4 times today. I have 1 more time left. I have to use it like before I go to bed. It doesn't hurt at all. It doesn't feel like anything. And then for tomorrow, they just say to bring in all your drops with you, bring something warm to wear that's not fuzzy, because I guess I don't want fuzzy things like flying in your eye, and bring sunglasses. I think that's it. They said, oh, don't drink caffeine the morning of. They said eat a breakfast, And I think that's it. Oh, and I forgot to mention, at the eye exam, the consultation that comes first, you have to get your eyes dilated. So I did have to wear like a little sunshade thing that went inside my sunglasses so I would be able to drive to work and not have too much light sensitivity. But I was able to drive to work fine. It was just hard to see things up close, and it was kind of hard to use my computer screen like right after that and my phone. So if you have a job where you're having to look at a screen, you might want to schedule to get dilated in the afternoon so you don't have to go to work right after, because that was really annoying. Like I felt like I literally had like my lights off in my office and like dimmed the light on my computer. So that actually is something I would advise when you make your initial consultation. Try to make it in the afternoon if you can, or just like on a day when you don't have to go to work. So I think for now that is it. I will check in with you guys tomorrow morning. My appointment's at 11 a.m. My little brother is coming down tonight. And yeah. So we're on our way to the appointment, but first stopping at Burger King to get a croissant sandwich because that's the comfort food of choice this morning. Trey's in town to drive me. I couldn't have caffeine this morning, but I am supposed to eat. I brought all my drops with me. Yeah, that's about it.
Keep the voice commands. Turning them off.
No, please then I'll have to figure out how to turn them back on.
I'll turn them back on at the end. Thank you.
Okay, I'm a little sad because the cheese is not melty, and I like when they steam it extra and get the cheese melty. 10 minutes now and my eyes are watering like crazy and they sting. I was telling Trey that it feels like pepper juice, like when you accidentally get it on your hand and then get it in your eye, but then it also feels kind of like when you have sand in your eye, but not as like gritty, but just kind of gritty. And honestly, I'm just dreaming about getting my free cone from Dairy Queen and like a Diet Coke and just continuing this fast food day. But after, they said I can take Advil and have caffeine now, and then I'm gonna take a nap and have to start using all my drops today. So you walk in, you like lay on this bed, and it has a little pillow under your knees, and then it has like a place where your head goes. It was like a little more high-tech looking than normal though. And then you get, it's all these like huge machines. They take up the whole room, but again, I couldn't really see, but that's what it looked like to me, like they were very large. And then you like go under this first part, and that's when they cut the flap. And so they give you numbing drops, and then they put the little like eye open, they cover one of your eyes, and then they put this thing that keeps your eyeball, like not your eyeball, keeps your eyelids open so you don't blink. And then this is the part that sucks the most. Like it, like actually they say it's just pressure, but I thought it hurts. Like it's when they're cutting the flap, and it does feel like pressure, but like really intense pressure, like literally on your eyeball. And that lasts for like longer than I thought was comfortable, probably like 25 seconds. And then they do it on each eye, and then if your bed like swivels over to this other thing, which is the actual laser where it like gives you the prescription. So they like name off your prescription and like schedule a program laser, and then you look into the laser for like 15 seconds, and it literally smells like burning. Like it smelled like burning eyeballs. I don't know if that's what was happening, but that's what it smelled like. And then they had to put in my little plugs in my tear ducts to keep the water like in your eyes, because you want them to stay moist instead of your tears like all coming out. Even though I swear they're all coming out right now, but that was it. And you get to keep your clothes on, and they give you a teddy bear squeeze. You have to be really still, and I kept moving my feet nervous like this, so they kept trying to tell me to stop doing that. So I just tried to squeeze the teddy bear. You just have your foot covers on, and you have a little hairnet, but you don't have like an IV or a robe or anything. And then you have to just go sit in a dark room for waiting, and then they check your eyes, and then I woke up from my nap, guys, and now I can like see. I can see what that says. I can see that. Like, you don't understand, before, if I didn't have my contacts in, I wouldn't even be able to see to like here. And I was just wild. Like, I literally feel like I had my contacts in. So it's Sunday. It's 2 days after I had my surgery, and so I thought I'd give my little 2-day recap in this video out. And I know it's only 2 days, so I guess things could like really deteriorate, but as of now, I can see really well. I'm still using my drops. I have to use my steroids and my antibiotics for 1 week. I have to use my Lupron drops for a month, and I have to wear goggles when I sleep at night, but they've been comfy so far and haven't been like a problem sleeping in them. And yeah, I would highly recommend it. Like, I love being able to wake up and not put contacts in. I went to go take out my contacts last night and I was like, oh my gosh, I don't have to. Like, I can just see, and it's so crazy. So I think it was money well spent, as long as things don't go like crazy. And I start getting like, I was reading horror stories after I got in. I'm like, I should not do this. Like, people talk about being able to see like little fuzzy things in their eyes all the time, but I haven't had that yet. So I'll make another video if something goes wild. But as of now, I think we're gonna end here. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. So bye. Just gotta wear these shades. Here come the men in black. Okay.
Being stupid.
I hope that stays in there.
Dude, I wanted to stay in there.
Oh, Nana.
Tell me your thoughts.